Hello, everybody! If you want to read all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short Story 786, The Most Expensive Cup of Tea, Intermediate. On Monday morning, Peter Harris decided that his life needed a small improvement. He did not want anything dramatic. He did not want a new career, a new house, or trip around the world. He only wanted a better cup of tea. For years, he had used the cheapest tea bags from the corner shop. They tasted like warm water that at once met a leaf. One day his colleague Sandra said, "Peter, why do you drink that sad tea?" Peter felt slightly embarrassed. He looked into his mug as if it might defend itself. It did not. Sandra continued, "There is a new tea shop on Market Street. They sell very special tea. You should try it." At lunchtime, Peter walked to the new shop. The sign outside said, "Premium Artisan Tea Experience." Peter did not know what artisan meant, but the word premium sounded expensive and therefore important. Inside the shop, a young man with a magnificent beard greeted him. "Welcome," he said slowly, like a man speaking to a nervous horse. "Our tea will change your life." Peter only wanted a drink, not a new life, but he nodded politely. The man gave him a menu that looked more like a small book. There were many choices: Mountain Sunrise Tea, Silent Valley Tea, Ancient Cloud Tea, and something called Dramatic Thunder Tea. Peter did not understand any of it. He pointed at the first one he saw. "Excellent selection," said the bearded man. "This tea grows on a quiet mountain where the leaves listen to the wind." Peter was not sure how a leaf could listen, but he nodded again. 5 minutes later, the man returned with a tiny cup. It was so small that Peter thought it might be a mistake. "Enjoy," said the man. Peter drank the tea in one careful sip. It tasted good, but it also tasted exactly like tea. He waited for the rest of his life to change. Nothing happened. The shop was quiet. The beard was still magnificent. Finally, Peter stood up and went to the counter. "That was nice," he said. "How much is it?" The man smiled gently. "That will be £12. Peter almost dropped his wallet. £12 for a cup of tea that was smaller than an egg. For a moment, he considered asking for the rest of the mountain, but he paid. He walked slowly back to his office. Sandra looked up. "So," she said, "was it special?" Peter sat down, thought carefully, and said yes. It was very special. Sandra leaned forward with great interest. "What made it special?" Peter sighed and opened his wallet again. "From now on," he said, "every cup of tea at home will taste free. Vocabulary notes: artisan meaning made by a skilled person using traditional methods rather than mass production. Artisan products are often considered higher quality and more carefully made." Example from the story. The sign outside said Premium Artisan Tea Experience. Similar words: handmade, craft, traditional. Specialist. Magnificent meaning extremely impressive, beautiful, or grand in appearance. It is often used to describe something that attracts attention because it looks so good. Example from the story. Inside the shop, a young man with a magnificent beard greeted him. Similar words: impressive, grand, splendid, remarkable. Selection meaning a choice or range of different things that someone can pick from. Shops and restaurants often offer a selection of products. Example from the story. "Excellent selection," said the bearded man. Similar words: choice, range, variety, assortment. Embarrassed meaning feeling uncomfortable, shy, or ashamed because of something you have done or because of what someone has said about you. Example from the story. Peter felt slightly embarrassed. Similar words: ashamed, uncomfortable, awkward, self-conscious. Politely meaning in a respectful and well-mannered way, showing good behavior and consideration for others. Example from the story. But he nodded politely. Similar words: respectfully, courteously, kindly. CONSID or ATLY. Story written by ChatGPT. Image created by ChatGPT. To read all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. CC Music drifting at 432 Hz.